Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Chris Davis. Okay, sorry for the late upload, but when I did this video, it wasn't to my liking, so I'm not just gonna upload videos, just upload videos. I know my videos aren't the best on YouTube, but when I did this recording the first time, it wasn't to my liking, so I'm doing it again, and I'm making sure I'm uploading the best videos possible with the highest quality possible that I can do. Okay, so Dark Magician is getting more support. I did a video on the 4 new cards that came out for Dark Magician that are in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Dark Magician is getting more support, and this is the year of Dark Magician. So we're going to go over these new overframe cards on the limit over collection. And I'm so happy that Dark Magician is getting a retrain instead of the regular vanilla. Now we're getting a Dark Magician that has special effects. I know we have the Golden Sarcophagus Dark Magician, but I really like this one. Like, this is a really good retrain. This is supposed to be the retrain for the vanilla. Okay, so this card is called Dark Magician Pharaoh's Servant. This card's name becomes Dark Magician while in the field or in the graveyard, so we can use Eternal Soul to resurrect it. Alright, you can only use one of the following effects of Dark Magician, the Pharaoh's Servant, per turn, and only once that turn. You can reveal one spell in your hand, special summon this card from your hand, then you can set one spell or trap that mentions Dark Magician. Quick effect. You can discard one spell, destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls. So this is a really good card. We can special summon it by just revealing a spell card in our hand. We can special summon it. Amazing. Then we can set a spell or trap. So this could be Eternal Soul. This could be the Gaze of Timaeus. This could be the Magic Amulet that we could use. This could be Dark Magic Ritual. So we can set any spell or trap. Mostly, I think we're going to go for the Gaze of Timaeus. But this is an incredible retrain of Dark Magician. Plus, it has Dark Magic attack built in. So we can discard a spell card. Hopefully, this can be from hand or field. We can discard a spell card, and then we can blow up someone's back row. Excellent retrain. We can summon Dark Magician really easily. We can search this really easily with Illusion of Chaos, Rod. Well, not Rod. Rod can only search for spells and traps, but Soul Servant can search this. Illusion of Chaos can search this. We can even use this with other Dark Magician cards that are coming up. So let's go to the next one. Multiplying Kuribo. Retrain of Kuribo. When your opponent activates a monster effect or an opponent monster declares an attack, quick attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only use this effect of Multiplying Kuribo once per turn. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect on the field or damage calculation, when an opponent's monster attacks, quick effect, you can add to your hand or special summon one Dark Magician or one monster with 300 attack / 200 defense from your deck or graveyard. Then you can change that opponent's monster's attack to 0. So, really good Kuribo retrain. For whatever reason, if we don't have a body on the board and our opponent tries to attack us directly, we can put something on the board, or we can summon Dark Magician, activate Dark Magic Circle, banish something, but also we can turn the opponent's attack to 0. So special summon one Dark Magician or one monster with 300 attack / 200 defense from your deck or graveyard. You can change the opponent's monster's attack to 0. So we can banish something and we can turn someone's attack into 0. So great interruption. Dark Magical Curtain. So the curtain's actually in the back right here, but the Dark Magician girl art looks really amazing. You can only activate a card with this card's name once per turn. All right, each player can special summon one Dark Spellcaster monster from their hand or deck. Then if your summoned monster's original name is Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl, you can add one spell / trap from your deck to your hand that mentions Dark Magician, except Dark Magical Curtain. Also, the summoned monster cannot activate their effects this turn. Alright, so this is a quick way for us to get out Dark Magician, and we can search for any spell or trap. So again, the gaze, the magical dark magic ritual. This could be Eternal Soul. This could be, what else is another? Destined Rivals. That's pretty good. Dark Magician trap. That can be like a skill drain that you can use. What else is a really good one? Soul Servant. So a lot of good Dark Magician spells and traps that you can use. But yeah, you have options. So this is a great way for us to put Dark Magician out and set a spell or trap. Because before any support for Dark Magician came out, all we really had was Rod, Illusion of Chaos, and Souls. And it was so easy for people just to hand trap you and stop you from playing. But with this new support, it's easier to play through hand traps. It really is. And if someone builds up a board against you, you have options to break that board that are Dark Magician related, instead of you using Nibiru or using other hand traps, which you'll obviously use. But like Dark Magician in and of itself, unless the person set up a weak board, then usually if you're going second, you're not going to break it unless you use super polymerization or you have some kind of hand traps. But if you don't have hand traps before the support, you're playing Dark Magician, good luck. You're not going to really break anyone's board. They're just going to stop you from playing the game. Okay, so this is Limit Over Collection. Hope this comes out in TCG soon. I don't think it's out in the TCG. Let me see. No, I think it's just out in Japan right now. Limit Over Collection. Is it out right now? Okay, I think it's just Japanese. So, no. It's not out in English yet. If I'm wrong, guys, let me know in the comment section. But I don't think this is out in English yet. I think it's just out in the OCG. Now, one thing I know is not out is the next support, the Chaos support. Dark Magician is getting even more support. It's not just these overframe cards. So there is a new Chaos support that the Dark Magician is getting. So Chaos Origins. So the first card we're going to go over is Black Chaos, the Ultimate Magical Swordsman. So a Dark Spellcaster, level 8, 3000 attack, 2500 defense. Cannot be normal summoned / set. Must be special summoned from your hand by shuffling one spellcaster or warrior ritual monster from your hand or graveyard into the deck. You can only special summon Black Chaos, the Ultimate Magical Swordsman, once per turn this way. You can discard this card, place one continuous trap that mentions Ritual of Light or Light and Darkness from your deck or graveyard on your field face up. Unaffected by your opponent's activated card effects while you have a ritual spell in your graveyard. Once per turn, you can banish 2 cards your opponent controls. Amazing. So, banish, so it's not even targeting. So, that's really good, because usually with some boss monsters, they say this card cannot be targeted, but this card doesn't target. So, you can get bypass that unless it says this card is unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. But if it says this card can't be targeted, then you can still out it. Really good call. Yes, a retrain of the Summoned Skull. Skull Archfiend of Chaos. So level 6, 2500, 2500 attack, 1200 defense. Same stats as regular Summoned Skull, but it's an effect monster. Alright, you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each per turn. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can target 3 cards in the graveyard and or face up banishment, including a card that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness, other than Skull Archfiend of Chaos. Place them on the bottom of the deck in any order, and if you do, special summon this card. Okay. So Dark Magician has a way of getting cards back from banishment. Yes, that's what I've been asking. Because Blue Eyes can do that with Indigo, Silver Eyes Dragon, and War of the Blue Eyes. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send one ritual spell from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Add one ritual monster mentioned on it from your deck to your hand. So, first effect, if this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can target 3 cards in your graveyard and or face-up banishment, including a card that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness. Other than Skull Archfiend of Chaos, place them at the bottom of your deck in any order. And if you do special summon this card, yes. So Dark Magician for the longest time has needed a way to bring back monsters that are banished. Because again, another problem with Dark Magician, if people playing against Dark Magician banish your Dark Magician, and you don't have any Dark Magicians left, usually people play 2, then you really can't use the deck. Maybe you can do something with Dark Magician Girl, but pretty much once you've lost Dark Magician, you've lost all your ways of playing the archetype, because the deck revolves around him. If your opponent has bestialed all your Dark Magicians or banished them, then you really couldn't use the deck. This gives us a way to bring back those cards so we can still play the game. All right, next card, Retrain of the Celtic Guardian, Mystical Celtic Sage. So I think this is like Mystical Elf and Celtic Guardian together. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each per turn. If this card is normal or special summon, you can activate this effect. You can only special summon from the extra deck once for the rest of this turn. Also, reveal your entire hand, and if there is a card that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness in it, you can draw 3 cards and discard 2. You can tribute this card, special summon 1 ritual monster that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness from your hand. Good. So we have like a Graceful Charity, draw 3, discard 2, but you want to be careful with this because you can only special summon from the extra deck once. So I'm thinking you probably want to use this after you've made your plays. All right, Grifo. All right, another Karibo retrain. All right, you can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. Quick effect. You can discard this card, then activate one of these effects. The next battle or effect damage you would take this turn becomes 0. Nice. Set 1 quick play spell or trap that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness from your deck. It can be activated this turn. Ooh, this is all in one effect. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. Okay. Woo, that's really good. For the ritual summon of exactly 1 level 8 monster with a card effect that requires the use of monsters, this card can be used as the entire tribute. Nice. So we have the call back to Duelist Kingdom, Karibo, and that monster that it's when Kaiba and Yugi were dueling at Duelist Kingdom, and he used this red dragon to take out one of Kaiba's monsters, but Kaiba blew up the red monster with his blue eyes. Okay, we have a Magician of Black Chaos retrain. This is Black Chaos, the Dark Chaos Magician. So level 8 Dark Spellcaster, Ritual Effect Monster, 2800 attack, 2600 defense. You can ritual summon this card with Ritual of Light and Darkness. You can only use the first and third effect of this card's name each per turn. Okay, so only the first and third once. If this card is special summon, you can add 1 spell card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, good. Unaffected by your opponent's activated effects unless they target this card. Spell and traps you control cannot be destroyed or banished by your opponent's card effects. So it protects your back row like Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. You can target 1 card your opponent controls, banish it face down. Amazing. Really good. It has all the retrains of the Magician of Black Chaos built into this card. It's really good. So if this card is special summon, you can add a spell card from your graveyard to your hand. Usually with the previous ones, if it was destroyed then you can, the Magician of Black Chaos, you can retrieve a spell card from your graveyard. So unaffected by your opponent's activate effects unless they target the card. So Raigeki won't work, Dark Hole won't work. Spell and traps you control cannot be destroyed or banished by your opponents. It protects your back row. You can target one card your opponent controls, banish it face down. Really good. So Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Light and Darkness. So this is a retrain of Blackluster Soldier. Okay, level 8 Earth Warrior, Ritual Effect Monster, 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense. You can ritual summon this card with Ritual of Light and Darkness. You can only use the first and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. Okay, so just like the Magician of Chaos ritual. If this card is special summon, you can target one card your opponent controls, banish it. It doesn't say face down, it just says banish it. It cannot be destroyed by battle. Unaffected by your opponent's activate effects unless they target this card. So you have to target it. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can make it gain 1,500 attack, and if you do, it can make a second attack in a row. So this has the Blackluster Soldier Link monsters abilities all wrapped into one, but with that Link monster, when you attack, you have to pick one of the 3 effects, but this one has them all, and you can use them all that turn, so that's really good. Let me read. Cannot be destroyed by battle, unaffected by your opponent's activated effects unless they target this card. Okay, so just like this one. Unaffected by your opponent's activated effects unless they target this card. Spells and traps you control cannot be destroyed or banished by your opponent's card's effects. Okay. Really good cards. Now this is the signature card right here. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. Ritual summon one Black Chaos, the Dark Chaos Magician, or Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Light and Darkness from your hand by attributing monsters from your hand or field, and or banishing monsters from your or banishing monsters from your graveyard whose total levels equal or exceed its level. If this card is in your graveyard, you can add it and one card that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so this is what we use to bring out these 2. Okay, and if this is in the graveyard, it protects this card. Hold on, no. Unaffected by your opponent's activity. No, it protects this. No. Okay, so this card is on the field. Okay, so that spell card, the new ritual spell card, protects this card. Unaffected by your opponent's activated effects while you have a ritual spell in your graveyard. So this is the card that's protected as long as Ritual of Light and Darkness is in your graveyard. But it doesn't say it has to be Ritual Spell of Light and Darkness. It just says Ritual Spell. So if we play Dark Magic Ritual and that's in the graveyard, and we have this on the field, then technically speaking, it should be protected because Dark Magic Ritual is a ritual card. Okay, I'm saying Dark Magic Ritual, but Secrets of Dark Magic. That's what I mean. Secrets of Dark Magic. So, yeah, Secrets of Dark Magic. Quick play spell card. Okay, but it doesn't. This is a spell card, but this specifically says um, a ritual spell, so it doesn't work because it's a spell card. So, but as I was saying, of course, if you were to use, but that's a spell card too. Okay, so maybe it still does work. Let me know in the comment section if I use Secrets of Dark Magic and it's in the grave, if Black Chaos, the ultimate magical swordsman, is still protected. I know if this is in the graveyard, it is, because it even has the ritual spell mark on it. So it might just be this. It might not be Secrets of Dark Magic, because this has the ritual spell symbol on it, while Secrets of Dark Magic is a quick play. All right, next card. Mystic Box of Chaos. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets another card you control, return those cards you control to the hand. If set, reveal it, and if you do, destroy one card on the field. Then you can special summon one monster that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness from your hand, with a different name from the return card, ignoring its summoning conditions. This card is destroyed by your opponent. You can special summon one ritual monster that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness from your hand or deck. Really cool card. So I guess if someone was targeting this card, you can pull it out, destroy that monster, then summon this one. Alright. Alright. Chaos Hats. When your opponent activates a normal /spell /trap card or monster effect, choose 3 spell /traps with different names from each other from your deck and one monster in your main monster zone. That mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness. And if you do, special summon the chosen spell /traps as normal monsters. Spellcaster Dark, level 8, attack 0, defense 0, whose name is Chaos Hats. In face down position, set the chosen monster and shuffle them on the field. Then your opponent's activate effect becomes destroy one opponent set monster. Okay. All right. Pretty good card. At least you change your opponent's effect. So if they have something like that does piercing damage, that's gone. Mind Shuffle. Okay. So this is a callback to Duelist Kingdom. All of this is a callback to Duelist Kingdom. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You cannot activate this card's first and second effect in the same chain. During either player's turn, you can add one monster that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness from your deck to your hand, then discard one card. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can return one level 7 or higher monster you control to the hand. Special summon one monster with a different name from your hand that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness, ignoring its summoning condition. So really cool. This is a really amazing support. It's obviously going to go into the Dark Magician engine. So Dark Magician is going to be really good. I think what they should do, instead of just putting this in booster packs, just go ahead and make this a Dark Magician structure deck. Make it a structure deck like you did for Blue Eyes. It would be great fan service. It would get everyone that's older back into dueling, just like Blue Eyes did. And it'd probably be even bigger because it's Yugi. All right. Let me know what you all think about the new Dark Magician support, new Chaos support. Are you all excited for it? Is this wanting you to get back into the game? Are you going to pick these cards up right when they come out in the TCG or Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like the video, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with all your friends. Please don't stop watching. YouTube has recommended this video for you next.